Hey, what's up, guys? So we finally have the spring update for Red Dead Online. Unfortunately, I'm out in Europe. It's already past 7 p.m. Took a couple hours to go ahead and download the update, and then I had some things to do with the family, so that's the reason why I'm getting to this now. But you'll see, the main start screen has a new look to it. There are some different, showdown series here. There's a new takeover series, which has the option of free aim. So I know there's a lot of people that are going to go ahead and like that. And it basically just has a new look to it. A lot of the stuff is still the same, just a little bit more dressed up. In this video, I'm going to talk about basically all the things that were added. I'm going to try not to leave anything out because there's just so many things. First, we're going to go ahead and start out with the daily challenges. You'll notice we have additional challenges, and then there are some other challenges that we get that are role specific as far as for the trader, the bounty hunter, the collector. So extra gold possibilities is always great. These are pretty much locked to rank level except for that first one, which is nice, but the addition of, extra opportunities to make gold through daily challenge is a huge plus and gonna definitely be welcome because some of the stuff can be expensive if you haven't been taking care of, daily challenges daily, and you're kind of hurting for gold. So you'll notice there is an option to change your appearance. It says it's free. I did get a comment on one of the earlier videos that somebody was saying something about if you change your appearance, it resetting your daily challenges. I can't confirm that or deny it. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So the first thing I ended up doing was going to Rig Station because I noticed it was a gold letter icon on the map. This is where, at least for me, where I had to go to start the Crips mission to start up my business. But it may be different for you. I have no clue. But as far as the bounty hunter, you're gonna end up going to Rhodes if you're looking to start up the collection role. That would be up, not too far from O'Cray's Run. So after I ended up reading the letter that I picked up at Rig Station, it basically told me that I needed to go to Valentine to start that business with Crips. So you will see there are dynamic free roam events that are going to be spread around the map. I was actually surprised. I saw this one. I thought I was going to have to help this guy, but it looked like the guy was looking at a treasure map, didn't want any company. I ended up shooting him, and you notice it initiated my club rewards. And you'll notice we do have kind of like a battle pass type of thing, the outlaw pass. You do have some items that you will get for free, which will be up at the top in gray. If you end up purchasing the outlaw pass, you will unlock the lower items here, as you rank up. So if you have the gold, you probably want to do it. You see, some of the things, different outfits, clothing, maps. So one good thing that you do get, you get things instantly, especially if, you have the outlaw pass or you don't. Once you unlock the certain tiers, you end up getting them. So make sure if you come to this location, you go ahead and loot this guy. You'll notice there's a new loot animation, which is actually pretty nice because the other one seemed to drag on and take a while. I ended up getting a treasure map, so if you want to come to this spot over here, just a little north of Riggs, that was the first one I was able to find. So we do have new ability cards. You have Sharpshooter, which is going to give you more damage when you're scoped. You have Iron Lung, which is a regeneration for your health. You have kick in the butt. Whenever you take damage, there's increases. Live to fight another, live for the fight, I'm sorry. And then there are some other ones here as far as health. You take a little less damage each consecutive shot as long as you are getting shot within 10 seconds. And then you have Friends for Life. While you're on your horse, you actually take a little less damage. And we'll get into those. There'll be more videos about ability cards and the roles. But this is just going to talk about a lot of the new stuff that came out. So as far as at your camp, you do have a couple of camp themes that are tied to the specific roles that you have to level up. You also have some new equipment here. You have the butcher table, which is in relation to Crips' business. You have the stew pot. You also have a weapon locker, which I can't wait to use because of the fact that I have so many damn weapons. It's annoying going through the weapon wheel. And then you also have the campfire, which will give you some bonuses as far as crafting time. We do have dogs. There's two different types of dogs. One of them is going to be, I think, $330, and then the Labrador is about $400. So these dogs, I think, primarily are going to be helping out with warding off any kind of attacks or notifying you of attacks on your camp. So if we head into our stable, it seems a little inconspicuous here. It doesn't really have an asterisk next to it, but if you go into the multi-horses, there are 3 different types of horses that you can get, and these are tied to leveling up your specific roles. So you can go ahead and look through the horses. Some of the stats are pretty much similar to some of the horses we have in the game. They just have different coats, different names. So I'm going to also do a video testing out all these horses. In addition, we do have some saddles, which we'll get into in a little bit, and then some other equipment that you can purchase for your horses, which kind of, is just some extra customization things that people might want to go ahead and take advantage of. We'll go ahead and talk about a couple of those coming up. So I guess the horse is pretty much your preference. If you want to stay with the ones you have, you can do that. If not, you can go ahead and purchase new ones. Some of them are role related as far as leveling up. We do have a couple of wagons. We have a bounty wagon and a hunting wagon, which will give you increased capacity in those specific roles. Again, pretty expensive, but they're also level locked to your specific roles before you can go ahead and purchase those. So we also have a new saddlebag. There's a collector saddlebag, which I'm assuming is going to allow us to increase the capacity of stuff like animal teeth, feathers, those types of things. We also have a lantern that you can affix to the front of your horse, which should help in the gloomy, rainy times or at night. So we also got some new saddles that are available, and each one of these is kind of themed on the specific roles as far as the bounty hunter, the collector, and the trader. So this one right here is that was the Delgado. You have this one that is kind of themed for the collector. This is the McKinney. The stats on them don't seem to be much different than some of the better upgraded saddles or special saddles in the game. I will be going ahead and testing out, like I said, basically all the new stuff that came out as far as the horses and the saddles. Ability cards, that'll be probably a little further down the road as they get leveled up. But I will hopefully in the next couple days be testing out saddles and horses just to kind of see, how they compare to other ones, which one out of the new ones are better. Some of them look pretty unique, look pretty nice. You can customize some things as like the saddlebags and the blankets and stuff like that, and probably on some stirrups as well. If you go into the Gunsmith, you'll notice that we do not have any new weapons, but there are some different options or customizable accessories for the collector and the bounty hunter. They pretty much have the same exact options. You do have some gun belts, some holsters, upgraded lassos, bolos. As far as the trader, there's not many options. You really only have 2 things, and it's kind of basic and bland as far as what you can get. So that's basically it as far as that goes. You'll see right here, the trader, not many options. You have a gun belt and a holster. So I'm hoping at some point maybe we'll get the option to craft some things. I really don't know yet. Now, if you go into any of the stores or a clothing shop, you do have some themed outfits. Some of them are pretty cheap. Some of them can be a little pricey. I guess, it's going to be really up to you. You always can go ahead and, view them to see what they look like. Now, each role is going to have a specific ability, and unfortunately that one I didn't pop up. If I'm not mistaken, that one lets you see your bounties from a further distance away. You also have, themed outfits for traders, bounty hunters, collectors. Here's another ability. I'm watching you. You guys can go ahead and see what it says on the screen there, and I'm going to do the same thing for the next ability that ends up popping up. I appreciate you guys watching. I know this is a lot of information. It's still all new to me. I can't wait to get back on, stop playing, messing around with the different roles. I've already started doing some of the trader missions, and it seems pretty interesting. That's what I'm really looking forward to do, so I can't wait to get back out. I'll be coming out with some more videos. Appreciate you guys watching. Go enjoy, and I'll see you next time.